Hi guys, today we're going to be making the prep chicken. You can put that in chicken jalfrezi, chicken korma, any chicken dishes. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment below. If you've got any requests for anything, Indian, Bangladeshi, restaurant, any dishes, just comment below. Okay, so we've got two fairly big breast chickens here. So you cut it off into about, so you know, your normal curry sizes. If you do them too big, it takes longer to cook, but you don't want to do too small that they kind of break off. So you want a nice kind of size. So you will get about 8 to 10 pieces per breast. That's 16. So about 8 pieces. I mean, it depends on the portion size you want. Yeah, we've got about 16 to 18 pieces here. And yeah, they're about sort of square size. Okay, so you need an onion to make your prep chicken. Well, 1 or 2. This is quite a big one, so I'm probably just going to need 1. And then just keep going over. You want them as small as possible. They're supposed to sort of melt while you're cooking, so you're not even meant to see them in chunks at all. So we've got everything ready. You just need to add a couple of tablespoons of oil. 2.5 is okay, just so the onions and that doesn't actually stick on the pans. Then you have the garlic ginger paste, which I've shown you on a previous video up here how to make. So you need a very tiny amount. It's about 1 teaspoon in there. And that's starting to cook a little bit. Then that gets slightly red, so it's cooked. So I've got a very powerful cooker here. At home it will probably take slightly longer. And then you've got the very, very small onions that we cut. So you put that in there. So then you have the very small onions put in there. And we just let that a little bit cook a little bit. Get a little bit soft. If you find that it's getting stuck, put a little bit more extra oil in. The oil is just to keep it kind of a little bit moist, really. And you just add 1 teaspoon, I'd say that's a tablespoon, so it's a bit bigger, but 1 teaspoon of salt. That will just help caramelize the onions and let it cook a bit quicker. Whatever you do, don't add too much salt. If you add too much salt now, it will just kill the curries even before they start. You can always add salt afterwards. You then add about 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. I can really smell the onions now, they're really cooking. Let the tomato paste cook in. Once it's cooked, it's sort of like this. And you add a bit of water. You'll add more water later. Just a tiny bit of water. You add a little bit of water now, so we're going to put the spice in after. The spice could burn very easily, so the water just kind of keeps it from burning the spice. Spice is the very most important thing. Once it burns, you'll have just that burn taste. So the last thing you want to do ever is burn the spice. So you just got a little bit of water, just sort of like, as you can see, it's enough to just keep the spices not sticking on the pan. So as you see, it's just bubbling a little bit. So whenever you put the spice, always put it low, lower the gas completely, because it will otherwise burn it, and you don't want that to happen. So we've got our cozy curry powder here. About 1 teaspoon is enough. You then have our turmeric, ha haldi. You want about 3/4 of a spoon, just under the curry powder. Put that in. Then you have our jazzy jeera, cumin, very, very small amount. It's about 1/4. It's very, very strong. So then you have our delicious dhani, which is our coriander powder. Again, same, just as the ha haldi, 3/4 of it in. Then you have garam masala, very, very tiny amount, very strong, like the Jazzy Jeera. It's a very strong. So just sort of, you know, just under a quarter. Yeah, just a very, very small amount. If you put too much of this, it will be very strong. So yeah, you just kind of mix the spice in now. If you need a little bit more water, if it's getting a little bit stuck, just add a little bit more in there. Just enough that it doesn't stick to the pot. And then what you want to do, slowly let the spice cook in, about a minute I'd say. And then there's our prepped up chicken. I'm going to put this all in there. So then that's all in now. And this is quite an important bit. Let the spice cook into the chicken. This is a quite important bit. You want to, the spice is the main flavours. You want to feel it when you bite that chicken. So here, as you can see, the spice there, the onions are there. A couple of minutes to mix in. Like I said, it's very important. The next step is just to put the water in, and that will kind of take the spice out a little bit. You can put the lid on. That would just help cook it a little bit quicker. So then we've got about half a pint of water, and then we've got another half pint. It's going to cook for a while, so some of the water will reduce. It's going to take a bit of a while to cook. So put your gas sort of medium, put your lid on. Every so often, every sort of couple of minutes or a few minutes, come and stir it, otherwise the spice will get stuck. And then you just kind of let it cook. Okay, so after some time, to check that it's done, you could just give it a squeeze, just to make sure it's soft. That's quite soft now, so that's pretty much done. If you want to be extra safe, you can get a probe, make sure it's 72 degrees Celsius. You just cut it in half, and as you can see, the chicken's not pink. It is actually white. So yeah, that's cooked. You'll still have quite a lot of the sauce left. You won't actually need that sauce. You just need the chicken. So what you can do, you can actually kind of freeze that. And then if you decide to make a chicken korma, just take the chicken out. If you decide to make a jalfrezi bhuna, it's the same chicken in every single curry. So the chickens, you don't want to leave it too long in there or overcook it, because it will just break and be stringy. And then it's ready there. And then this is what we leave out to add to each curry, like a chicken korma, chicken madras, or whatever we use that chicken which is pre-cooked.